Now, this is all about the ancestors of Polynesia. Now, I tell everyone the name of the websites that they can go search. And a very good one is Answers of Genesis. Go look it up. But the reason why I'm using this video is to show people how tattoos actually connect. The connect. See all these dots over here? How they all help to connect where the ancestors of Polynesians came from. Now, I'm trying to figure out within my mind whether they came from this area or whether they came from North Africa. And the only reason why I say that, because even though you don't see North Africa in the map, in the her group of these genetics of these people, right? You can clearly see it in the green over here. I'm not sure what the green color is. Someone may know what it means. But you can actually see the pattern of where the ancestors of all of the original Polynesians came from. Maybe came from here, left there, and some of them spread it out into Europe. Some of the ancestors created the lineage of what you may call Asia, and some of the ancestors of the original Polynesians made their home from Siberia into Native America and into the Americas, which in turn the ancestors of the Polynesians populated the islands of Oceania. And remember, even within science, they all say that the last place where human beings populated the world was where? Within Oceania. Now, the Southeast Asians has a different family or gene pool, right? And the reason why I say that, when I use the genetics of what this man used, and then I use the skull of the Polynesian people, you can see clearly that you'll find a lot of people with this type of skull shape within North Africa and within Southeast Asia and East Asia. And when I look at the map, especially over here, I was trying to figure out where could these ancestors of Polynesia came from, right? And when I was looking at it, and I was trying to figure out exactly where the ancestors of the Polynesian came from, the one place I was thinking of was Nagaland. Like Nagaland. Right over here. Right in the center, because that's where that green dot was. Right over here. Now, whether the original Polynesians came from around Morocco, right over here, and populated, went up towards Europe, and then came into Asia, I'm not too sure. I have no idea, but all I know is that the best way to connect the dots, right, is through tattoos. And what I mean is this, right? If you look at a tattoo of a Nagaland woman who is in India, does not look Indian, okay? Then you look at the tattoo of an Alaskan woman right over here. Look at it. The tattoo, the chin tattoo. And then you look at the tattoo of the Moari, which probably changed, but the idea of the tattoo, chin tattoos, you kind of find that connection. Even Beba, right? Another one, look, that tattoo on the head and the tattoos on the mouth. Now, we will go through. I haven't heard any of this, but we will go through what each of these groups say about what the meaning of the tattoo on the chin and on the woman's chin. Let's have a look.
The Kongsho clan bore flame-like patterns, keepers of ancestral fire. The Lomu clan wore sharp, mountain-like motifs, symbols of endurance. The Aung clan showed wave-like lines, flowing with life and story. And the Hongang clan, their tattoos resembled horns or crescent shapes, signifying guardianship and spiritual resilience. Each mark was more than ink, it was identity, pride, and a living echo of tradition. Among the Chang tribe of Nagaland, tattoos were sacred symbols etched in skin,
sacred
in meaning. For men, the ultimate honor was the headhunter tattoo.
And if we look at these women, what's the meaning
from
of the
there? I actually had my fingers done. These lines that are on my wrists are probably my most personal. There's one for my mother who has passed, so this is how I remember her.
Jerry Sharp's tattoos represent Inuit folklore, traditional Inuit tools, and flames from a kullik, a traditional Inuit oil lamp. Each line, each dot, has a meaning.
It gives me a connection to our history.
For millennia, tattooing was a cultural practice for Inuit women. The traditional method using thread-like material made from caribou sinew.
They have stories behind them. They have proud roots
of the women in her community speak of traditional practices, and it forbade Inuit women from getting tattooed.
It comes with...
Well, you can watch this one. I'm not gonna... I have to keep my videos under 10 minutes, no matter what. And we'll just carry on with this one over here. See what she says about
our belief systems.
I don't think Samoans... I do not think Samoans have the chin tattoo. I have no idea.
Modern age, it takes a lot of guts to actually go ahead and go through it.
A lot of strength to carry that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So to be subjected by, societal view, one's own mana.
What's going on inside,
It's really bizarre that people are offended by facial tattoos. Hinea Huone, our deities, our belief systems, and for Māori women in...
Okay, she's not telling us. We'll just go to this one here and finish it off.
In a Baba town in Morocco, there were several tattoo patterns.
There.
Chose what they wanted.
If you want the website, just read. If you want to find out more about the understanding of the tattoos, then just look that up.
They use black charcoal, then stitch the skin with a needle and place the substance through these openings and wounds to remain inside the skin. This operation was very painful. Till there was a crust on my face. Final result of that we see today. It had several meanings and several patterns. Each one has its own definition. But today this modern tattoo we see is not mine. It comes from other countries and young people prefer to do it.
Look, I'm going to just finish the video off, right? I'm going to do more study on the Morocco, their culture, on the Nagaland, and try and figure out how similar these cultures are. Because somehow you'll find a pattern when you research history, the culture, the religion. Even though if you look at all these people, they don't look the same race, right? But in the end of the day, I realized that Polynesia, or the Polynesian people, would have been a very, very mixed race. To the point when they came into Polynesia, that when the first Europeans met Polynesian people, they even spoke about it. Okay, they even talk about how different, like the Polynesians. You'll be surprised if you just sit down and just read the history of Polynesia. You will find that Europeans would even talk about. There were a lot of Polynesians that looked Cascoid, a lot of Polynesians who looked very Asiatic. Now, were there Samoans and Polynesians that look black or African? No. And I'm not saying that because I don't like black people or anything like that. But I don't feel like they ever said any Polynesian looked like a Negro. So I'll just finish it on that note.